First form Frieza and Frieza's pod. There's a little bead of fucking sunlight coming in along here. I don't know if you can see that. Here he is. The first real villain that I think quite a lot of us were introduced to in his little flotation pod. And he is the first of what will be a triple threat of baddies coming up. Oh yeah, quality and legit. I have decided that I'm going to have a bit more of a format or an order of doing this. This is how old this is of a release. It's still got the paper instructions. So there you go. There's that. Let's first have a quick look and subsequent sniff of Frieza himself. Oh, beautiful. What a hit. Now, I don't know if I'm loving that face sculpt or this face. Don't know if I'm loving that, but let's have a look at the rest of him. You know, he's already a bit back heavy. That tail's not even fucking on yet. Dear me. Right, let's look at this pod first. We get this pod. Nice gold. There's something to connect to his tail as well. So that looks quite cool. You get its stand as well. That fella can go there. Let's put his tail in, which is, it has a swivel around about there. It should just pop in place. He says, with the greatest of ease. It hasn't made the satisfactory popping noise, but I think that's it. Well, that's easy to separate, isn't it? Alright, let's just do that while we're here. Right, that pops from there. He then should pop in there. You know, pops down a bit of force, doesn't it? And let's just do his tail, do the whole shaboodle, and pop that sucker in there. Maybe should have done the tail first. There we go. Didn't really hear it pop, but I mean, you don't need to see how good the connections do when it's like that. Tuck his arms in. There we go. There he is. Fucking looking adorable in his little push chair, his floaty chair. Look at him. He's a good Emperor of the Galaxy. Yes, you are, Frieza. Yes, you are. Let's put him there. What else we get? We get this face. This expression. That much more shouting. Okay. That one I like. That one I do like. We get a Dragon Ball with number 5. That's cool. Smooth as you like. We get the Scouter piece, which they both have. So that comes out. That pulls down. Sorry, this pulls. Fucking hell! Whoops. That pulls out. That just pushes in there. Like that. And then push that back into his skull. And there you go. How fucking powerful! There you go. That's that. And we'll put that back in there just for a quick second. We get this face. We get this face. And we get this face. Oh, I like his face. I like that face a lot. Yes, I like that face a lot. And you know what? Since this is already out and floating. Oh, these spare faces don't come with an extra. Should we just call it an ear piece? So we're gonna have to do some swapping around just to complete his look. Then let's put that in there. This is how this face looks. Or not. Does that not go in there? No, it doesn't. Is this one on its own? No. Yes, I don't know if you can see that, but that's got quite a cave in the middle, and that's a lot wider. So these two, these two, I'm assuming will go in this head, and these two, there you go. These two, oh, I love that. Yes. You can just hear his laugh, can't you? This. Yeah, you see how that's the top, the. Okay, I guess that's just to get a better. Yeah, he's got a little bit of a. Yeah, look at the two head sculpts there. That's more of just almost straight curve, and that's obviously on the table. More expression, let's say. So these are for more neutral faces, I suppose. Showing less, let's say, anguish in his eyes. I like that one. So that's cool. You get both of them. Yeah, this one I was saying that I like. So that is cool. I think this is possibly my favourite one though. And let's look at his hands. We get and this little effect ball that's just fucking begging to be lost. Right, you get the finger of death, of doom. You get the ball of doom, of death ball doom. And that just, I'm going to assume, just goes in there, does it? Yeah, there you go. It just pops in there like that. Got a little bit of like whiting. I don't know where that's from. If that can just be chipped away out, I don't know. It's quite annoying. But at least it's on the underside, I suppose. So you got that signature attack. You have a bent finger for the opposite hand. And then you get to fish them out of here. Like open sort of palm, grabbing like hands. You know, in my mind's eye, and I haven't rewatched Dragon Ball for a little while, Dragon Ball Z for a little while. Like the fighting, Jesus Christ, the fighting that Frieza does in his first form isn't. I'm not really remembering it, to be honest with you. I'm fully aware, obviously, it happened, but I'm not really remembering it very well, to be honest. But let's see how he moves, shall we? Yes, let's. Should we go this one? Let's go this one, because it's already complete. He's got his ear in. So go with this fella. Lovely noise. Right. Ball joint. Limited, very limited up. Down's not too bad. You do have a net to get away. Yeah, there you go. Look at that down. Okay. Okay, too much neck movement, and his fucking head and his ear will fall out. It's not ideal. This is sided. The earpiece, I mean. And you got one joint going up, classic shoulders. I'm not going to get into it. And this bit of armour getting in the way of the butterfly, reaching its full potential, but still gets you to there. Swivel, joint gets you up to there. Bicep swivel, yes. Forearm swivel as well, double swivel, all the swivels. And a a joint gets you 90. And good crunch. Lean back's good as well. This joint pops off on this one anyway, very easily. You can get him to there, and then he just comes away from himself. Fucking just wants to be Darth Maul, doesn't he? And another swivel for the board joint on the hand. There's no tilt on the hand though. It's just solid there. So quick look. Well, there should be, but because of the wrist gauntlet, or I'm not really sure at what point Frieza's body starts and then at what point his armour ends. If I'm being honest, I don't really understand how his anatomy works. And to be fair, it being this deep into the Dragon Ball world, I can't imagine he's ever getting told if I haven't been told already. Excuse me. And knees, sorry, hips get you out to there, so not amazing. Up and back. Knees get you all the way around back to there. Off your thigh swivel there, and the foot. Nice tilt. And a rock all around. There you go. So posability, I think, is pretty decent. Truth be told. And the tail, solid there. With a ball joint and swivel there, and then it cuts there. Another swivel. Why is it at the door? Fucking HelloFresh. Fucking unbelievable. Right. Yes. I like this. See what its balance is like. Get the tail involved. The tail is the ultimate cheat for balance on this guy, so his balance is going to be fucking brilliant. He is very small. So just give it some of that and get one of them. Very keen to pop off. I mean, everything that's popping off is not designed to pop off, but it has the ability to pop off. But shouldn't really be. But every joint feels good. Obviously, I think some of the ball joints are maybe a bit looser than you'd like them to be. Like obviously that one there is popping off, and the waist that popping off as well is not exactly ideal. Oh, that's cool, I like that. Oh, should we do the obligatory? Let's do the death ball finger pose. Oh fuck. Oh dear. Bear with. Should have seen that coming, really. I do wonder if it would have been better to have had a hand where this is moulded in place. It would be better to bring him in. Have his tail actually in the pod, maybe. Oh, that's better. That's the one. That's a much better pose, isn't it? Yeah, definitely. That's a much better pose. Oh, fuck's sake. It'd be nice if this felt like it's secured in a bit better. Because this thing is asking to get lost, man. It really is. Yeah, that's wicked. Yes, big fan of that. God damn it. Right, that's going back in its fucking tray. There you go. Right, where's like his... Swap this. Is this the right one? Is this the right head to swap? Let's just put... This is, it's almost a little bit of a shame. Because just Frieza by himself, without his pod, is... Oh, fuck. Is a lot of fun. Very high, you know, play value, I think. Oh, crap out. Right. This is jogging me right out. Still jogging me right out. Come on, you bastard. Right, unacceptable. There we go. Do it in the reverse order. There we go. I'll say it because I say in every video, single joints for these shoulder flaps are unacceptable. They gave double joints to Raditz, and that's the only person. I do not understand why. They changed it a bit for Toulouse, but double joints should be the standard, and I'll say that and leave it, because that little pose where his arm is just up about 90 degrees from his body would be no issue if this was just on a double ball joint, or on a double joint. But there we go. I feel like the expression "dead horse beating a dead horse" comes into play here. But there you go. He's laughing at you. He's laughing at me. We're constantly going on about this shit that no one's listening to. So understandable. Shut up, monkey. Yeah, I haven't really seen many. I'm sure they're out there. And maybe I even have. But I haven't seen that many, like, pictures of Frieza posed with in terms of like a fighting stance with another character, because I think a lot of people have just put him in the pod, which I guess which you know makes sense, because it does make him more of a central point, because unless you can have him on a stand, because Frieza's always going to be in the front and centre, and him just being on the ground, he is just, I mean, I'm going to get everyone out in a minute. He is just going to be too small on the ground by himself. And if you put a stand in the way, then you've got to stand right in front of everyone. I mean, maybe you could set the stand up so the stand is behind him. Then it's covered by the bigger characters behind him, perhaps. But the pod, I mean, it just makes perfect sense to have him in the pod, to be honest. It really does. It's you know, it will draw your eye. But... Again, like, this guy is... I don't want to put out of view. Just put it there. But this guy is very... He's very playable. He's a lot of fun. And... Maybe it's gone, not unnoticed, but under... appreciated maybe, because stick them in the pod and put them on the shelf. But right, I'm not going to go for every face and ear scouter combination. Don't worry. But there are plenty of faces and I think plenty of poses for you to be very happy with him. This is definitely a recommend from me. I mean, I don't know how you cannot want to have this guy, to be honest. Right, I'm going to put him in his pod. Like the good little Frieza that he is. Right, bear with me. I'm going to get as much of the Frieza Force as I can fit on the screen. There they are. Look at all of this magnificence. Like, I don't have any like plastic clear risers or anything, so they're all on the same level. Maybe it's a testament to the fact that these aren't all scaled air quotes properly. And I just couldn't be asked to fuck around and put Frieza in his chair. Maybe I should. I think I should, shouldn't I? But just looking at all of them together, I know we're getting a new Vegeta version of this. But it looks fucking good, doesn't it? I still need a Nappa, but the regular released Nappa, I didn't think the colours were right to the cartoon, the anime, whatever, and to be honest, the event exclusive was obviously quite expensive, and the colours, while looking more accurate, they did also look, like I say, like almost too good, you know? Like the extra little bit of paint didn't fit with everybody else. And I don't want, if I've got a display of all the fucking Frieza Force and what have you, I don't want Nappa looking like the best one. You know? Right, stick his tail in. Again, I think I should put the tail in first. I don't know why I didn't laugh, my mistake. Well, you know what? When you make as many mistakes as I do, you can't learn from it all, which is just unreasonable. There we go. Right, let's put him back. This is the only part about this collecting that can be a ball ache, is getting them all to like stand and then all to stay where you want them stood. Maybe switch these around if his hands there. There we go, that's better. Oh, stop punching you, mate. There we go. That's the badger, isn't it? That is the badger. Look at that. That is a fucking bird in the back looking absolute godlike. So I've not messed with the Guinea Force for a little while, apart from last time I did the video. But just picking like raccoon and birds up again, oh, they're fucking so good. What an absolute fucking unit. What an absolute force. What an absolute force. Now, just in case anyone was curious and wondering, we can just swap him out really quick, put in this version, and I think even more so, the more of the Figuarts that you get, the more out of place the DF version looks. He just is not up to par. I mean, it sticks out to me like a fucking sore thumb. Considering this guy hasn't got like the breaks in the sculpt for the joints, I couldn't get that out of my mouth then. It just looks like one solid lump. He fits in much better than just by look. Just well, you know, just make up your own mind. But I mean, just look at them. Look at them all together. Yeah, he needs a dusting. Vegeta, I've had him for a long while. What a fucking group. What an absolute group that is. Let's get rid of this dude. Bring him back in. He is the rightful owner of a place with this team. Just spoilt for choice. What a fucking set. What a good set. For all the bad we say about, you know, what Figuarts do sometimes, fuck me, they can deliver, can't they? They really can. Yeah, I mean, there's literally not one person here I don't recommend to some degree. You know. See, it's almost like you want to get two of each to have one lot of them posed all together like this. Because apart from obviously the Z fighters, and then moving on into Super when it comes into the tournament and everyone being in their own universal group, there's not really another group that makes sense being all together, is there? And these just look fucking brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And sorry, the format I was speaking about is I want to try and keep some sort of format of opening it, looking at the accessories, having to play with whoever, you know, obviously Frieza for example, whoever's in the box, and then moving on to like comparisons and bringing in other people. Which I've managed to fairly stick to, and now I'm just basking in the glory, to be honest. Well, I don't see. I've got to end it there. I think you've seen what all Frieza can do. Plenty of variations. I don't see, apart from maybe having that energy effect on his finger being one whole mould. Don't really see, obviously the fucking shoulder joints, which I bang on about endlessly. I don't really see how this Frieza could be any better. Also, the things popping off a bit easy is just a QC problem, not like a design fault, you know. So, Yeah. Well, thank you for watching. I know Frieza isn't anywhere near close to being like a current like hot topic. He's been out for a while, but if you've got him or had him, like I said, like I always say, I'd much rather a comment than anything else. But yeah. Oh, it's nice to collect. And it's nice to see your collection once you've collected all together. Right, thank you for watching. Goodbye, monkeys!